All right. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our session today. My name is Quintress Safala, and today I am joined by my wonderful colleague, Matabel Suhume, and we will be taking you through job searching online. We are from SchoolNet South Africa. However, today we will be representing Google Digital Skills for Africa. I see Ishmael Silo has joined us. Welcome, Ishmael. It's lovely to see everyone here. Welcome, Zotumo, as well. Hope to see you guys enjoy the session today. All right, so in today's session, we will be bringing awareness and helping you discover the work opportunities that are available online. So we'll basically help you understand what are the steps needed or required in order to access opportunities that are there. So for our agenda today, we will be looking at the use of search engines to find jobs online. We will be utilizing job search platforms effectively. So we'll find ways to use them effectively, as well as understanding the job posts that are available to us. So like I said, in this session, we will introduce the world of work online. So we will introduce what opportunities are out there and how best to access them, and also ensure that you access them in the best way that is successful. Right, before we begin, what role do you want to have in 5 years? Please do comment in our chat box. There are so many roles that one could want to be in 5 years. You could want to be a business owner. You could want to be a doctor. You could want to be a lawyer. Basically, there's a wide range of opportunities that are out there that you'd like to be. So what are those opportunities? What are those careers that you'd like to be in 5 years? So I'll just give you 30 seconds to just see in our chat box, what would you like to be in the next 5 years' time? All right. So I'm assuming that there's a wide range of opportunities that you'd like to be. This could range in so many careers that are available out there. I mean, there's a wide range of opportunities. Just dive into them and see what works out for you. All right, so today, as I said, the first section of our agenda is using the search engine to find jobs. So before we also dive right into that, how do you currently find or hear about your jobs? There are multiple ways to find jobs or hear about different job opportunities. What are you currently using to find jobs? They are wide range. There could be a newspaper. It could be an online job board. It could be a word of mouth. It could be adverts. It could be Facebook groups. So there's like a quite range of like a wide range of ways one could find or hear about jobs that are available. And then with regards to searching for jobs, it could be overwhelming. It could be a very overwhelming experience, and taking the first steps can be challenging. So searching for jobs using the internet, although it may be daunting, it's quite easy when you think about it. So in today's session, we will be helping you learn where to begin. I see Hlengiwe states that we can find jobs or hear about jobs on newspaper ads and online platforms. Thank you, Hlengiwe, for that response. That's a lovely response. All right, so there's an increase in the use of internet to look for jobs. So research findings suggest that 20% of the world workforce change jobs each year. So over half use the internet to look for employment, and a global study from the Boston Consulting Group and Recruit Works Institute reports that 1/3 of these job changes rated internet job sites are most effective for job finding. So basically, these surveys were 13,000 people were surveyed from 13 countries, and these represented 59% of roughly 3 billion people that are employed worldwide. So these countries that were researched include countries like South Africa, the United Kingdom, Australia, Brazil, Canada, and those were the platforms that were used to actually survey and find these statistics. And also a report from LinkedIn, Talents Trends from 2015, explains that 60% of people look for new jobs on online job searching platforms, and 56% use social professional networks such as LinkedIn, such as Facebook groups, such as Reddit, such as Twitter threads to actually find jobs, and 50% are recruited through word of mouth. So this basically tells us that the large percentage figure suggests that job searching platforms play a huge role in part of employment success. So that is why it's best to find ways to actually use the platforms effectively in order to find the jobs that we want. All right, so there's like different ways to discover jobs with search engines. Search engines like Google App, Google Go, or Chrome offer a wide features to help you structure or filter through the work opportunities that are available out there. So these features include customizing job searches, to allow you to filter the job that best suits you. So you could filter the job according to the location, according to the specific job title you want. And also you can explore nearby listings, which allows you to identify accessible opportunities. Like I said, there's a wide range of opportunities available out there. And also you could also save your listings. So Google app has this nice feature where once you have Googled the job opportunities that are there, you are able to search, to save it, and also go back later on. So these functions are designed to help us job seekers to identify the best possible opportunities in the most effective way. All right, so what are the benefits of using search engines? There are a lot of benefits out there. So search engines basically identify and collate thousands or even millions of job adverts across the world. I mean, it depends on your criteria when you're searching for jobs, meaning that you can find opportunities that you didn't even know that existed. So in case you want to go work abroad, you could use search engines to actually do that. So basically with search engines, you can look at jobs in the other countries, in your neighboring countries. You can find jobs in one place or one area, making your search a lot quicker and much easier for you. And also with search engines, you can access a wealth of information about the company that is hiring, and also research about that company, about the hiring managers. I mean, you can also connect with them on LinkedIn if you want to. You could also understand the recruitment processes that are there, and also understand the jobs and the tasks that are involved regarding the job that you want. And also note that Google and other search engines do the hard work for you. So basically, they find the job for you by just making sure that you use the right keywords. So don't worry about twirling newspapers and looking for companies individually when search engines is available to actually collate everything for you. Right, like I said, key phrases. So there's, for you to find the correct, or rather the most accurate job that you want in terms of searching, the best way to use is keywords. So you must use key phrases when searching online. So key phrases enable you to find jobs more effectively. And you could use the key phrases you could use, for example, could be location. So with location, you can filter it according to the city, the province, or maybe the radius, maybe like 10 kilometers away from Midrand or within Midrand. You could use job titles such as marketing, sale, HR. So you just be specific in terms of your job title. You could also include the industry or sector. So you could say marketing as well, and also include your job roles and the tasks that are there. So there's quite a wide range of key phrases you could use in order for it to benefit you. So it's always important that you make sure that your keywords match what you are looking for. So just you can even think of any other thing that can help you narrow down your job search so that it could be as accurate as it could get. Right. So we done with our first part of our agenda, but before we move on to the next section, I'd like to take a few minutes to answer any questions that you have. So please do post them in our chat box, and Matapelo will answer some of the question, and I'll also jump in and respond to a couple of questions that arise. So is there anyone that has a question for me yet? So does it mean I'm doing a good job so far in terms of my session? So I see there's a couple of comments that Silo says that the internet is definitely best for job seeking. Definitely, Silo. It brings a wide range of opportunities that are there. I mean, you could find the best opportunities out there that are possible. So I'm assuming there are no questions for me so far, but I'll just go back and check as we go if there's any other questions for me. All right, so for our next agenda, we will be utilizing job search platforms effectively. So now we need to learn how to use our job search platforms in the best way possible so that we could get the best results possible. Right, so before we jump right into it, what job search platforms do you currently use? So do drop your answers in our chat box, and let's just see what job search platforms are you currently using. Just to name one that I am currently using, just to see around what's out there. I'm using LinkedIn. That's one of my favorite social media search career platforms. So what are the search platforms that are out there? Any search engines? Search platforms? All right, so there's like a couple of search platforms out there. There's, just to name a few and that I know of, there's Career24, there is Indeed, there is CareerJet, LinkedIn, my favorite, I'll forever mention it. Just to mention a few. Yes, so I see Zodumo says PNet as well. Thank you, Zodumo. Career Junction, definitely Career Junction. So those are to just name a few of the search platforms that we currently use. So to summarize, a job search platform, or rather a job board, are websites which showcase the many different jobs from different companies in one area or in different areas that are available. So we will discover and find and also apply for jobs. We'll also set up profiles and also hear about the latest job opportunities as they arise in these job search platforms that are available. All right, so like I said, there are many different job searching platforms, and these are some of the more popular platforms people use today. So they are similar to search engines, but they offer various filter options such as location, industry, and job function. So just to name a few, the first one is Jobs in Ghana. So this is like one of the leading recruitment website in Ghana. So it matches job seekers with jobs and employers with qualified candidates through the internet. It also offers premium recruiting services for several companies and thousands of job seekers who use the platform. And then the next one is from Nigeria, which is jobamen.com, which is like a main source for jobs in Nigeria, but it also offers vacancies in Ghana. So with jobamen.com, you search and find your next career path from leading recruiters and employers. The website also contains articles on career advices from different industry experts, and it also offers job listings featured on the website, which includes accounting. It also includes construction, healthcare, human resources, and legal sector. So, and the filter features that are there are your salary, if it's important for you to filter according to your salary, your location, as well as the type of job you want. And the one that I've been mentioning all along, LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is like our professional social media platform. So it's our job search platform. It is also used globally. And it functions similar to our Facebook, where you are able to connect with other professionals, to post updates, to share and like content, as well as instant message others. So with LinkedIn, your profile becomes your resume, which completes your work experience, your accomplishments, recommendations from people that you've worked with, and referrals from your colleagues. So it's, like I said, with LinkedIn, it's always important to connect with your colleagues so that they could be your referrals at some point. So you can search and apply for jobs, sharing your profile as an act of a resume. Just to name others that we could use, we have Indeed, Indeed.com, which I believe South Africans would know, which is a worldwide job board. Indeed is like a worldwide job site, which has over 250 million unique visits, and it gives free access to searching jobs across the world. And then we have CareerJet, which is like a job board in South Africa. CareerJet is like, it's similar to Indeed, as well as all the other search platforms. And then we have Fuzu. Fuzu is like a job board in Kenya. So also plays a role like any other career search engine. So those are just to name a few. There's quite a range available out there. There's a lot. Just find one that works for you and use it effectively. Right. So what happens is that for every job search platform that is available, you are always more oftenly required to create an account. So you will be asked to enter your details, such as your email address, your name, just to fill in details about yourself so that they could create an account that can merge with the jobs that you search for. You can also opt to get emails that are related to job opportunities. And what we advise would be to create a separate email just for your job search, so that it doesn't, cluster, because you get a lot of different job opportunities that comes through almost every day. So this is a way for you to create a separation and prioritize emails that come specifically for that email. So you know that email is specifically for you job searching and strictly that. So we will pick a platform. Basically, you need to pick a platform that you feel comfortable using and has relevant opportunities for you. If you want to move to Ghana, you might as well go and choose jobs in Ghana. That way you can avoid creating various accounts on different platforms. So you could use Pnet, as Zotumo has stated. You could use Career Junction. Just basically choose what works for you. So, and creating an account, like we said, it will require you to sign up through the job post that you searched for or through the platform that you landed on. So if you were to search for sales assistant, if you were to search for a sales assistant, you will then select on that job. And if it's on Indeed, you'll be required to create a profile. But if you're already on Indeed, you can directly go and create a profile. So like we said, job sites will ask for your personal information to create an account profile, and this will include your email, your name, contact details, and a strong password to protect your account. So in most of them, you will be asked to include your experience. So this will include the qualifications that you have, your work history, as well as your availability. Are you available immediately? Are you available in a month or so? So basically, you need to inform them that you're available at a certain time. So once you've done all the above, you can create an account and you can opt in to receive notifications from your job search. So make sure that you fill in your experience details effectively and correctly, and you also put in your qualifications and experiences to help you strengthen your candidate profile, because remember, you are against everyone else who's also applying for that specific job. So like we said, you can opt in to receive notifications from the job search for new and relevant opportunities, and these will help you discover roles that fit your candidate profile. And also most search platforms offer the function to actually get notifications according to what you have filtered. Right. So now we're going to just try and search on Google to familiarize ourselves with using the Google search engine to find jobs that are relevant to us. So we will do an activity. I'm also going to do it on my phone, but I'm just not going to focus on it. But we'll go on Google search. And then when you get to Google search, you will type jobs near me, right? On the search bar, you will type jobs near me. And then from there, you will put in keywords if you're familiar with the job you'd like to apply for. For example, you will say jobs near me, and then you write sales, marketing, agriculture, or personal assistant, and then you see what comes up. So what happens is that you search, and then you will see different job opportunities that will come out. And then from there, you're able to see what you like from all those job platforms, or all those jobs near you that are relevant to the job that you want or the role that you like. And then you will save the post. So we're saving the post because we want to go back to it later on and view it again. And then also you have an option to set an alert for similar jobs. So this could be an alert for a daily alert or weekly settings. So depending, like we said, on your availability or how fast or how quick you want to get this job, so you can get as many notifications or alert as you want. So what we're doing here is that we're basically trying to think of our search engine as a gate to finding a job opportunity. So finding work opportunities are easy, but not all roles suit you. So not all gates are made for you. So we're not going to go through all those gates. So that's why we need to use key phrases and use factors such as location, job function, and pay, so that you could choose the right job or decision for yourself. Right. So most job sites offer features such as salary, like we stated with CareerJet. CareerJet offers features such as salary, location, and the type of job. And with CareerJet, it's another broadly used search platform in South Africa. So it maps out a vast selection of job offerings in one space. So basically, CareerJet uses a smart agents to run a cluster of networked computers that scan web. That's like a whole wording of what basically it does to actually find the jobs for you. So now, as I'm busy preparing this, I see that someone did ask, Pindile did ask, how do you check if a job advertised is not a scam? So hence why we need to always authenticate our job post. So we need to make sure that and be aware that job posts, we need to always be aware of the job posts and scams because they'll always be there. So firstly, you must check for the credibility, like credible online presence. So the post should have an online presence. This should be a company website or a social media page. So if it's from Google Digital Skills for Africa, for example, you need to be able to find that company website, go into it and read about it. And then you need to verify the company's location on Google Maps. So when you type in that company, it should pop out and actually give you direction to that specific company or place, rather. And also, do not apply for anonymous employer job listing. So basically, always read the fine print when it comes to the job advertised. So there are some that are written anonymous employer. Never go for those. And also check for job forums and references from other candidates. Sometimes people that have had an experience with that company will let you know if it's a scam or not. So people that have applied on that specific company in the past will definitely let you know. So basically, company review as well will give you a hint of whether it's a scam or not. And also be careful of those that require for money for you to get a job. Those are just not, like, they are a no for sure. All right. So like we said, you need to be able to familiarize yourself with Google filters to navigate your job search. So an activity is to identify one career opportunity using a Google search engine. So one career opportunity could be anything. I saw at some point Ishmael said he wants to be an entrepreneur in the next 5 years. So a job and find a job description within that specific. Excuse me, sorry about the background noise. Identify the job description as well as list how to apply for that job. So like we said, the activity is to find one career opportunity using a search engine, Google search engine, identify the job description, and list how to apply for the job. So that is the activity that you are required to do, and hopefully it will be a fun one. It's always good to just play around and see what works for you. That way you're able to see the filters that are beneficial for you or that could help you find the best possible result for yourself. All right, so now we're going to pause for some questions. So let's take this few minutes or just 2 minutes to answer any questions that we have. Please do post them in our chat box and we'll respond to them as they arise. So any questions for me so far? All right. Probably doing a good job, right? So like we said, how can you check if a job advertised is a scam? All right, so there's a question from Zotumo. Is it safe to include your ID when signing up on these online job search platforms? It's best not to include them. It's best not to include them. Reason being that you'll include them when it's required, because an ID is like your unique identifier. It could be stolen, it could be used for different reasons. So the best way is just to not include it unless it's really required. Except for that, no. Most of the search engines don't even require your ID number to create an account for you. So Zoduma, no. All right, I see. Sibongile says, for job seekers, understanding what a role and the company as well as its culture will be like, it means to be able to choose a job that is a right fit. Yes, so we must always look into the role. We must understand the role. We must understand the company and the company culture. That way you understand where you fit in the company. And also understanding that it is the right fit for you. All right. Okay, I think I've answered questions. We'll then move to our next section of our agenda. So now we will be looking into understanding our job posts. Like Sibongile has stated earlier on, it's very important to understand our role, meaning it's very important to understand the job post itself. So we must read between the lines and actually get to filter what is required from us. Right. So not all jobs are appropriate for everyone. So you need to read through the postings and refine the searches so that they are very appropriate for your skills and experiences. So now our activity for this part would be to read this job posting, and from this job posting, understand or identify the desired traits, and also identify the necessary requirements that are there. Right. So I'll just give you a minute to just go through that job description. So with this job description, it's for a sales executive at Workplace Center Limited. This job is in Nigeria and it's permanent. So if you had filtered with location and you had said Nigeria, it would have popped up. If in your key phrase you had included sales, it would have popped up. So like we said, you have options to filter. You could apply now, you could save, you could share with other people, and you can also follow this company to see what other jobs are available from there. So you will look at your job summary. So that job summary says market the various loans, right? And then you read all the responsibilities that are available there. So from those responsibilities, you need to take out or understand the desired traits that the company requires, and also understand the necessary requirements that they need. Right. Okay. So not all jobs are appropriate. Job descriptions will basically give you a good insight into what responsibilities you'll be doing or what responsibilities you'll have in that specific role in that company. So you need to consider whether you can do those specific responsibilities before you apply. So you need to look at those responsibilities and align them with yourself, right? Because most of the time, unsuitable candidates with non-relevant skills or traits or requirements will unlikely be selected or invited for an interview. Hence why you must always read the responsibilities and the requirements. That way, you stand a chance of being invited to an interview. Right. So now we'll look at the breakdown of this job description. It is highlighted in green and orange, and the job description are often references that combine a combination of skills and strength. So these can be measurable skills such as hard skills and soft skills, right? So like we said sorry about that, with the green part that is highlighted, those are skills that are teachable based on the fact that it can be defined and measured, right? And then the yellow part are your strength, more like your soft skills, creativity and social influence. So it's very, very important that you understand the responsibilities and match them or align them to you. Right. So we need to make sure to read the job description, make sure that we are applying for the role that suit us. So it's very important to apply for a role that suit us. And we need to be in a role that is out. So it's like be in a role that is out of your experience or passion so that you could be fulfilled with that specific role. So let's look at Kwame. Here's an example from Kwame who would be suitable for that specific job description that we just looked at now. So the job description says that they're looking for a sales executive who is experienced in marketing. Kwame, who's 25, is a sales associate with 2 years of sales experience, right? He is qualified in marketing. He can speak and write 2 languages, meaning he's able to communicate well. He has technical skills such as Microsoft Office, and his strength or soft skills include negotiations and the relationship manager, which is a major part of sales roles. So which means that if Kwame was to basically apply for this role, he would stand a better chance of being called for an interview. So his roles, his skills, his strength match with the job that is stated. Right. Okay, so we'll just jump into some statistics that stresses that according to a 2019 statistics study, 52% of global internet traffic comes from mobile searches. So meaning that we are using our mobiles nowadays, now more than ever, to browse the internet, right? Which then means if we use our mobile phones, we need to talk about data and managing data in order to go online and actually search for those jobs, right? Which is why Google decided to come up with Google Go, which is a great way to conduct mobile searches. It's faster, it's easy, it's reliable, and it has everything you need in an app. You have everything is easily accessible, from your drive to your downloads to YouTube to your social media to different applications that you need. So it optimizes and saves up to 40% of data. It can easily be, you can actually easily switch between the languages. So you could move from isiZulu to English to Swati to French and so forth. And it's basically a great tool to use to overcome bandwidth and internet issues that could arise. All right, so just to go dive into it. So this is what you would expect to see when you download Google Go. So with Google Go, I downloaded it as well. So you'll see that the home screen has easy tappable icons to discover. So there's like different icons there that are available. There's like different images and GIF searches, depending on what you want to search. You also have the text to read aloud. You also, like we said, you're able to switch around different languages. And the one thing I liked is it has an option to translate. So, for example, if you read something in English and you want it to translate to you in Zulu, you're able to take a picture of that specific content, and it will translate it for you and read it for you. So that is the one thing that is quite nice. You are able to voice search. So you're able to voice search, you're able to access your favorite apps and sites. Like we said, it saves about 40% of our data. And the voice search works. It works for Kenyans, it works for Nigerians and South Africans. In terms of our English accent, when you don't feel like typing, you could just say, "Hey Google, job search nearby me," and see what happens. You could possibly get, you could get basically anything that you want to search through that specific job search. So now we're gonna pause for some questions. So we're gonna have like 2-3 minutes to pause for some questions and also go through some comments from our chat box. From the chat box. So is there any question for me? Any questions? All right, so I see there's a comment from Ishmael Salah, who says that I think the reason most people end up falling for schemes is that they do not do company background checks, which is true. It's very important to do a thorough background check on the company, as much as they do a background check on you. Remember, in one of our sessions, we touched base about our digital footprint. So they're able to search about you. You are also able to search about them, and familiarize yourself with requirements that are there. Hlengi was asked a question, a very important question. Is it possible to edit my voice command if it is misinterpreted? Well, I am not sure, actually. I'll have to actually research and find out. I tried it, and actually it was accurate, but I never thought about that part where your voice could be misinterpreted. And I think it's possible because of different accent. I'll get back to you about that, anyway. Yeah. I don't know, but we'll get back to you about it. Any other questions? All right, I see Don Zulu says that most online jobs use agents to hire. Yes, they do. They actually do use agents to hire. And those agents, actually, that's true, actually, Don. Don says that most online jobs use agents to hire, which makes it hard to do a background check. So I'm assuming that once you are in contact with the agent and maybe you have an interview with them, you have every right to ask about the company and for them to give you a breakdown of about the company or details about the company. And then from there, you'll be able to do a thorough search for yourself and go into details. Yeah. So it makes sense that actually it makes sense, Don. I'll also do a research about that and get back to you so that we have a thorough understanding of how agents and company background check works. That way we don't fall into scams in terms of job searching. I'll definitely do a thorough search for you. All right, I think I've covered most questions. If there's any other question, we have like 30 seconds for it, or a comment. All right. No questions, no comment. Okay. So that brings us to the end of our session. So in today's session, it's only the beginning. We get to understand further what we'd like to learn. Also do go into details and learn about job searching, but also do go to Grow with Google and participate in short courses or training programs that will help you better understand job searching or any other thing that you'd like to learn about. Like we said, thank you all for coming today. So if you'd like to hear more about our upcoming sessions, as well as our digital tips and tricks, do follow us on Google Digital Skills for Africa on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. On Twitter, we are Digital Skills AF. On Facebook, we are Digital Skills for Africa. On Instagram, we are Digital Skills AF. So if you would like to get a certificate of attendance, my colleague Matapelo will drop in a link and you'll be able to fill in a form that will enable you to get that certificate of attendance, as well as the feedback form for today's session. So thank you so much for joining us today. Do join us next week for our last session, which is our session will be by Matapelo Suhume, which is use data and insights for marketing your business. So do join us next week, same time, which is 4 p.m., and we'll hope you will enjoy the session. Thank you so much, and have a lovely afternoon. You're welcome, Pindi.